We're back at John Galbraith Stadium in Kings Mills, Ohio, getting ready for more of our first-round competition. A good crowd here tonight, a lovely night. It has rained some, but the rain has been chased away by this event. And you're watching now Jay Land on Leapy Lad. Jay is a Moorhead Scholar at UNC at Chapel Hill. Has been riding since he was just 9 years old. Finished 10th last week at the Grand Prix of Devon on Denver, but Leapy Lad is a favorite of Jay's. 9-year-old Irish bred, imported this past year from Ireland, has competed in Europe last year in international competition, and so far in 85 has done very well. Finished second at the American Invitational. That's the best finish so far this year. Second right now, in fact, Leapy Lad is in the Horse of the Year standings.
Well, he's certainly a rising star on the circuit. Jay was joking earlier today that Leapy will think that he's back in Ireland because it's damp and cool and so on. He's a horse that can handle pretty much all surfaces, it looks like. He's a big, handsome horse with an excellent personality, ears pricked. He's ready to go. He knows he's ready to compete. Because you don't want to see his ears pricked too much. He should be listening to Jay. So if you see his ears forward the entire time, he is not listening to his rider. Leapy's doing well. He's listening when he should.
I told you Leapy Lad is currently second in the Horse of the Year standings. Jay's not doing badly. He's currently third in the Rider of the Year standings. So a lot to be pleased about for Jay so far this season.
And so far doing quite well into the rainbow. And they've all done well on that. I think they like yellow, in fact. Now into the wall and then the double combination. Now, of course, Leapy's a big, strong horse and should be able to handle it.
And you hear Jay talking to Leapy Lad.
Oh, he certainly made him work through that. I don't know if Jay thought he was getting a little bit lazy, but he really pushed him through that. Now into the little gate with the striped pole on the top. It's not meeting these fences straight on, but seems to be fine. Yeah, Jay does seem to put his strongest efforts into the fences with the wide spread, so maybe Leapy tends to get a little bit lazy, stretching his body out.
And Leapy is putting on quite a show as he goes over these jumps.
He's annoyed that Jay is making him work so hard. Oh, superb effort through there. One more. Oh.
Add the name of Jay Land and Leapy Lad to our list of clean rounds. A great ride by Jay and Leapy. A good look at the triple jump will show you just how strong this horse is and how hard Jay was working him.
Well, he was going to make sure that Leapy didn't get sloppy and let a foot grab a rail there. That's a very enthusiastic, strong horse. That's a nice horse. There he is. He's big. Yeah, he deserves a pat after that.
And tired. As we get ready for the jump off, let's tell you who's in it and what they're going to have to do to make this a successful night for them.
Well, in the jump-off are 3 riders and horses that we might have expected there. We probably would have expected a few more. Chef, Leapy Lad, 2 outstanding horses. Summer Light, who has sort of emerged as an outstanding horse, a winner last week at Devon. Most of these horses, with the exception of Summer Light, went fairly early in the competition. Boy, we did see the course deteriorate. The rain that's been going on here all week played a part, certainly, towards the end of the round. There was a lot of trouble.
So they've made adjustments for that.
Well, they have. Of course, they changed the course for the jump-off anyway, and they've actually changed it a little bit beyond that. Fence 7A, the first of that, what turned out to be a pretty dangerous double combination, was scheduled to be in the jump-off, and indeed it is, but they have moved it a few feet over. So as you can see here, 7A, they will avoid that really dangerous area where the takeoff position was so bad. So that will be in the jump-off after 6. Then they will have a fairly long gallop. Richard Jeffrey says he enjoys long gallops in the jump-off. They will go on to fences 9, 10, and back to 1 and 2. And the interesting part for a jump-off, which of course is against the clock, between 1 and 2, there's quite a long gallop. So we'll see these horses put their heads down and run.
So just 3 horses and riders in the jump-off, and that's what we'll show you when we come back. Don't go away. You're going to see a dramatic conclusion to a very exciting event. 0.4, but also Michael Matz with 4 faults as the first rider in our jump-off. Jay Land is next on Leapy Lad.
So a clear round, a clear round may do it for Jay. He's still got to worry about Polly coming up. So he's still got in almost the same position that Michael was. Do you go fast or do you go conservatively?
I suppose if anyone has the momentum at this point, it would have to be Polly with Summer Light, having won so recently.
Indeed, it's a horse clearly coming into his own, a future star of a current star of the circuit, perhaps a future superstar of the circuit. As is Leapy Lad here, this Irish horse, and Jay. Leapy often goes clear.
Jay would love nothing more than to pad his standings. He's currently third in the Rider of the Year standings.
Of course, Leapy is not real fond of oxers. He comes from Ireland where the oxers aren't particularly wide. And here is he didn't try to cut it quite as tight as Michael did, and it certainly succeeded. Now here's a wide oxer urging Leapy over it. Now he's got just the two fences, 1 and 2, and he's decided to get the clear round.
Now already at 24 seconds with 1 still to go.
I think Leapy was a little annoyed there. His ears pinned, and he got over it clear.
33 seconds flat is the time for Jay Land on Leapy Lad, and it's a clean round. So unless Polly Howard can step forward on Summer Light and beat that time, we have a winner in Jay Land. But you better bet Polly's going to give it everything she's got.
Let's take another look at Leapy and his effort here at the Oxer. Again, he has to be encouraged over them. He perhaps doesn't go quite as long as some of the other horses, but he did that fine. He got himself over excellently. The time apparently not fast, because of course it was 4 seconds slower than Michael did, but Michael, it cost him trying to go so fast with that tight turn. Okay, so all eyes now are on Polly.
And this is what Grand Prix show jumping is all about.
It's it.
Coming down to the final contestant in the jump off, and that is Polly Howard and Summer Light.
And of course, he's a winner last week, 2 in a row. It's tough to do. It's
very difficult.
It's hard to repeat in Grand Prix show jumping, just as it is in the NBA. You know, it's hard to repeat as champion week after week.
And there you see Polly taking a good look at everything.
And this is her $500 horse. Wonder what he's worth now. A lot more than $500.
The time again, 33 flat. That's the time to beat.
Interesting. This horse, a failed racehorse, and he's got to beat some time right now.
Let's just not tell him that.
No. As long as there's no starting gate, I think he'll be okay.
Cutting the turn a little tighter
really
than Jay elected to.
And Jay has got it. So Jay's the winner.
It cost her.
Because now she wants second place, and there's a lot of money involved, so second place is worth it. Although she doesn't look like she's pushing him. I think she's going to be contented, perhaps, with third.
Yeah, it would be very difficult to beat, in fact, impossible to beat Michael's time.
Yeah. Well, we have a winner.
And our winner is Jay Land on Leapy Lad, a clean round, 33 seconds flat. And we'll be back to talk with Jay Land, the winner of this event, when we come back. It's the Grand Prix of Cincinnati. It's been an exciting one, and we'll be back to talk to our winner right after this. The competition has ended. A winner has been crowned, and that winner is standing by with Sharon Smith on the field. Sharon?
Well, Gail, Jay Land has won this event, his first Grand Prix victory, and Jay, you've got to be thrilled.
Oh, really exciting. It sure was.
With only 3 horses in the jump-off, you going second, you had to develop some strategy. Michael went very fast and had a fence down.
Well, you know, the black plank jump there is a very tricky jump off a tight rollback, and that was the risk fence. And we decided after watching Michael to go a little wider there, not take as much of a shot, and then hope that, you know, I could pick up some speed around the rest of the course. And then knowing that Polly, who with a very fast horse, was behind me, you know, it was a good plan. We knew we could be second, and if things worked our way, we could be first, and today they did.
Well, Leapy's an incredibly consistent horse. He's been clear in the first round of every event this year.
Everyone, yeah. He's really a spectacular horse, and we seem to get along very well. You know, he's just enough backed off from the jumps. I'm just enough aggressive to really, you know, make a good team, I think.
Seems like the sky's the limit with you and this horse, huh?
Let's hope so. There's a lot up there to catch.
Well, congratulations on your first Grand Prix victory today. Let's go back to Gail.